Battlestar Galactica was the greatest show ever.
Fuck no.
I don't like you anymore, Jimmy.
Battlestar Galactica.
Fuck yes.
What the hell kind of shit?
What?
Never heard of it.
That's your problem. That is your problem, sir.
You know what's funny is like I
It's-
grew up watching fucking Half Baked, How High, Friday 1, 2, 3.
Well, let me explain this. This show is
It's Star Trek.
I think it's 5, maybe 6 seasons of a ancient human race
yeah.
that is been disaffected from its 12 planet system.
Yeah.
And is now traveling through the universe, running from machines that they built that are now trying to eradicate humans.
AI.
Similar.
Sounds very familiar.
And they, it's the whole story is them traveling, trying to find a planet to live on. There's maybe 10,000 humans left. And by the end of it, the whole basis of it is they land here on Earth.
Who does?
The alien humans
Okay.
land here on Earth, and that's how we got here.
Well, if we just close our fucking borders,
Oh.
that shit wouldn't happen.
Correct. So that is a fantastic topic.
I've been told that's the way you keep aliens out.
Yeah, 80,000 of them. This is way more than what landed on the planet to begin with.
Yeah.
80,000 have crossed the border this week. And where do you think Joe Biden is?
I know where he's at. He's at the
He's
beach.
at the beach.
Chilling.
Down by the beach, man.
Spending his yuan or whatever, how you pronounce
Yen.
yuan? Chinese yen? Yuan?
Yuan.
Okay, yuan.
Yen, yuan.
It sounds
fucking whatever.
Spanish. It's
Eh.
weird.
It does.
It's so odd.
Like,
But it's okay. It is what it is.
so we've got 80,000 of them that just popped up across the border, man. Like,
Yep.
what do you think
And
about that?
Well, I see we also gave them cell phones.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, we did. They were handed
I didn't know
packets. Yeah, they were handed packets of government funded and by government funded cell phones that we paid for.
Taxpayer dollars.
Yeah, the
No.
government doesn't make money. They don't provide services or products.
This is everything that I've ever hoped for.
They gave them all cell phones and then they gave them court dates. And a lot of the court dates are for like 2035.
Excuse me?
Yeah, you think they're going to show up? Do you have a...
Are you serious?
Yeah, on your calendar.
Wait. Hold on. We're gonna stick to this for a minute. Are you dead ass serious?
Yeah, there was an article that said some of the earlier court dates were 2027 and some of the most far out court dates were 2035 for
their immigration status?
for their like, asylum seeking immigration
Really?
status. Yeah.
Wow,
So
how
like,
interesting is that?
here's your cell phone. We'll see you in 10 years. I'm sure you'll show up for your court date. Yeah. I have a doctor's appointment in 10 years. It's on my calendar. I made sure to put it there. It's very important. Like, get the fuck out of here,
I was
right?
told in 10 years that I'd be a millionaire.
I don't think we're even going to
That's
be
true.
here in 10 years. I'm probably going to move to Mexico because there's going to be like a lot less people.
Ecuador.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot less people. The housing market is going to be just fucking stellar,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
yeah.
I'm going to do graphic design and video and we'll do our podcast remotely and we'll just fucking come on.
Remotely.
Yeah, like if you don't want to move with me,
Bitch, I'm going. I ain't fucking, no. Look,
You know?
I'm 100%. We have to defend this country.
for sure.
But if it becomes undefendable,
Yeah.
I don't know what place my family has in this country then.
We're too busy defending democracy in Ukraine right now, man. I mean, realistically, like it's amazing to me when a news organization will come out and put an article out that says no civilian needs an AR-15. And that same news organization puts out an article that says, thank God that Ukraine civilians are being handed AR-15s to fight for their democracy. It just kind of goes to show you where, maybe you do need an AR-15 to defend yourself and your country from tyrannical governments, be it your own or others.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, no, for real. Like,
kind of fucking makes sense. Maybe if Ukraine wasn't such a fucking corrupt shit ass country to begin with, and their people actually had the ability to defend themselves, wouldn't be a bunch of fucking Ukrainians die. Like, come on, man. Come on. You leave yourself open to no, man. Fuck that shit.
I don't like the idea of $170 billion going to a country that, for all intents and purpose, can't keep track of the money.
Yeah.
Also, I read just a couple of days ago that there's several of their higher up political officials that have been caught laundering.
Yeah. Embezzling the money, laundering the money. Yeah. And word on the street is for this year, Zelensky is actually the highest paid actor of the year.
That is true. That is true. Very true.
Yeah.
He beat out Brad Pitt by a lot.
Yeah. I was banking on like Tom Hanks or something.
Brad Pitt, dude, all day.
Yeah. True. Yeah. No, it's fucking Vladimir Zelensky, man. He's that guy.
We live in a clown world, my friend.
Very much, yeah.
I'm telling you, I'd listen. This is all because of the Hadron Collider.
My guy.
I'm just saying.
He's like, we smashed atoms and just everything went upside down. I swear to God, dude, yesterday when I was tweeting, I was like, I don't know if I woke up in the upside down or just, I don't know what the fuck happened, but like now the World Economic Forum's running Twitter. There's 100,000 migrants crossing the border. Fucking the government saying you don't need an AR-15, but Ukraine citizens do. Because, shit happens. And I'm like, what? Yeah, shit happens. And they're like, yeah, but shit won't happen to you. Trust me. It's different with us.
I'm telling you, dude.
And I'm like, what is going on, man?
We're in a different dimension.
I'm starting to believe it.
We're in a different dimension, and 90% of the population is not conscious of it. There's a small contingent of people that are like, something's fucked up here.
Yeah.
Because this wasn't like this.
No, I know. The left is pro-war and the fucking right is pro-people. It's fucking weird. And I ain't used to it. The upside down,
literally the upside down. Like it has become, you know what? It's a fucking joke.
Yeah, it is.
It's a joke. Every ounce of everything that has happened in, we'll just call it the last 3 years, is utterly fucking ridiculous.
Dude, the Title 42 thing, it's got me fucking bugging because I've been watching guys like Dave Smith, right?
Okay.
I like Dave Smith. I think he's very level-headed, good like political stances and stuff, how he feels libertarian, or I would say right-leaning libertarian maybe, even though I don't think he necessarily classifies himself that way, but in the grand scope of everything, he tends to lean that way because you have libertarians who are like full-on open borders. And I'm like, yeah, that don't work right now. If we lived in a true libertarian state where like whole freedom and self-sufficiency, like you can't right now scream libertarianism and open borders whenever open borders means at this point, my tax dollars are going to pay for the people coming across the border. And also if those people come across the border and try to harm my family, I maybe can protect myself, but depending on where I live right now, let's say I live in New York and I defend myself, you're going to fucking try to throw me under a prison for it. So
like what they're doing in New York right now?
Yes. With the Marine, man, we'll get there. If you want libertarianism values to be that way, then it has to encompass everything. Yeah. You have to be full on.
Yeah.
But right now I can say, I agree with legal immigration by law for people Okay, that's fine.
Mhm.
I don't have a problem with that. You cannot have a border that is wide open with 100,000 fucking people coming over at once. That's an invasion.
It is.
And when they come to your country and the government hands them everything that I worked for, it's a problem because we're at a point now where everything that I make
It's a problem
is
for you.
it is a problem for me because
It's
I
not a problem
pay
for them.
I pay the federal
They
government
don't care about you.
almost 40% of my wages in taxes, be it income tax, sales tax. You have state taxes in places, you have county taxes in place, all these taxes. So 100% of my money comes to me after they took 40% of my money. And then they take that 40% of my money and they decide we're going to send it to Ukraine and we're going to give illegal immigrants cell phones and we're going to give more money to all these socialist programs. You cannot talk to me about open borders after that. Done fucking deal.
But what do you do to change it?
Maybe you build a wall.
Oh, what?
Build a fucking wall along the border that is closed off, right? So it's amazing to me that the southern border is basically non-existent.
Yeah.
Our northern border, you can't even make a wrong turn towards Canada without a motherfucking cop pulling you over, stripping your car, pulling your seats out. Fucking, bro, you are
Canada watches
fucked.
their border.
You are fucked if you accidentally go towards the Canadian border and you got some weed on you. You're fucking done, right? I watched the border fucking shit on Netflix. That series was awesome because they had like 1,000 episodes of people going through the fucking southern border with like meth and all kinds of shit, right? In the northern border, there ain't fucking nobody there because it's policed. There was one person made a wrong turn. They had weed on them, hemmed up
But
quick.
it's gotten worse up there.
Yeah, but it's not even close. Like, dude, even the Chinese know you want to get into the United States, you go to fucking Mexico.
Yeah.
That's how you get there.
Because they're letting them in.
Yeah.
Like
there's
they're just
not
willingly letting them in.
not enough police or border patrol to stop it, man. It's an open border is what it is. You've seen the videos where there's just fucking people walking in.
Yeah.
They're just
Like I said, there was 80,000 in this week alone.
Yeah.
That's the most ever.
Yeah. 80,000. Mind you, where we live, well, let's say the city where I live, the town where I live, the population right now is 10,000.
Yeah.
In the town I live, that's 10,000. That's 8 times my town of people.
Yeah.
What the fuck are they going to do for work? Who's going to supplement? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's be real about that. Like
Yeah.
your tax dollars will no longer go to roads, schools, public education, things like that. It is wholeheartedly going to go to taking care of people who are not citizens of this state or of this country.
Yeah.
It's going to go to taking care of people who would rather.
Am I wrong, or didn't California try to put out like a law or a bill or something to have also like illegal immigrants to be able to vote like state?
Oh yeah, they want that. They absolutely want that.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to do it in Arizona as well.
What? No, I haven't heard that.
Well,
That's
yeah, because
fucking
Carrie Lake
insane.
didn't win. The Dobbs chick won.
Carrie Lake for president.
Ooh, buddy. That's a possible VP right there.
She's a fucking
This
badass.
term. She's
badass.
she is a stone cold fucking killer, dude. She is amazing. In the sense
They're trying to Donald Trump her though. You know,
they are,
they
but
wanna
they
silence her
can't.
and they want-
Like,
no.
dude,
If she keeps going though, she has to keep going.
her entire life has been public.
Yeah. Yeah.
There isn't shit that anybody can have on her.
Yeah.
Zero. There's fucking literally zero. She has been in the media her entire career.
Right. Oh, if there was
Call it
dirt,
out.
if there was dirt, They would have.
It would have already come out.
It would have came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is fantastic. And I do 100% believe that she was robbed of her victory.
Me too.
Because it's beyond me that you have an election in a state where the opponent
Yes.
of Carrie Lake
I was just about to ask this
is
question.
in charge of elections.
Yes. So this is
That's
What-
insane to me.
Do you know her name? What was her name?
It's Dobbs.
Katie.
Katie Dobbs.
So she was in charge. She's the one who won, right?
She was the supervisor of elections. Yes,
Yeah.
she is now the governor of Arizona thus far.
That is like the most legit conflict of interest I've ever heard of. I don't know.
I'm amazed that it's not louder.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like how is this the thing that's swept under the rug? Like everybody in the world is screaming, or everybody in this country is screaming about election integrity and
I know.
and like, and this chick just walks away.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I was a supervisor of elections that I won.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure.
Nothing to see here.
Right.
Well, we'll see what happens.
It's
Carrie,
like
Carrie Lake had a.
I was nominated prom queen. Who counted the votes? I did.
Mhm.
Like,
Carrie Lake had a
maybe
hearing on Friday.
Yeah.
Of this week, and they have an active court case.
The thing is, man, is I feel like everyone is against her in that
They are, because of how long it's dragged out.
it's not going to.
I don't think they're like her base is not against her.
No.
there is a mildly large group of people who are against her because of how long this is dragging out.
Right.
The problem is it's dragging out this long because there are city officials in Maricopa County.
Yep.
There are judges in Maricopa County and other counties that are blocking her from getting to the truth. If there was nothing to hide, let's get through it. Let's get through it as quickly and swiftly as possible.
Yeah.
And find out the truth. But apparently nobody wants that, which is quite insane to me when you think about transparency in elections and integrity in elections. Because I mean, for all intents and purposes, you've destroyed everyone's confidence in Arizona.
Mine. Fuck. Just with the presidential election between Trump and Biden, like everything that was done and then said after the fact, it's really got me jaded as far as election.
I think it has a lot of people jaded. I think
election
it has a lot
integrity,
of people,
man.
A lot of people sitting back and questioning, do I vote this time?
Yeah.
Does it even matter anymore?
Dude, you know what?
Because a lot of people, even me growing up, I used to sit back. I voted day one of being 18.
Yeah.
I was allowed to vote. I went and voted.
Yeah.
Because I've always had the mindset, just based on the civics classes and things that I took in school, the way my mother and my grandfather talked to me and my father talked to me about voting.
Yep.
It was always one of those things for me that was, you go fucking do that shit. That is your damn right to do, and you absolutely better go do it. Right?
I was not that guy.
The problem now is, like, I sat around people after 18 and they were like, whoa, what's the fucking point? Well, I mean, we were all high, but what's the fucking point in voting? My vote doesn't count. Well, yeah, it actually does. Your vote is always counted. You may not think in terms of you're just one person.
Yeah.
But you're one more person.
Right.
If you go vote.
Right.
You're one more person making a stance as to how you feel and what the moral values and the
thing is,
the things you believe in, right?
Yeah.
You are always going to be one more person.
Yeah.
If you have the mindset that
you could be one more person or not, because if a vote for someone or not is also a vote against them. So like if you want Trump to win and you don't vote for Trump, that is a vote for Biden.
You're correct.
In a sense, right?
If you and I'm speaking to every would-be future and current voter right now.
Yeah.
If you don't make your voice heard, if you don't stand up to the things you believe, if you don't stand up for the things you believe in and stand up against the things you don't, and make your voice heard, you have no purpose in this in society.
Yeah.
You have no path, no goal. You have to sit back and you have to look at the greater scheme of, okay, if I vote, I get to say my piece.
Yeah.
Whether it makes a difference or not, I still got to say my piece. If you don't go vote, I promise you this, you don't have a voice. And if you don't vote, if you don't exercise that right, and you're one of those people out there in the streets bitching and complaining about the current state of the world, shut the fuck up. It's not your right. You did not exercise your right. You don't get that right.
Yeah.
You need to shut the fuck up and sit back and let the adults do this.
Yep.
If you're too childish to make the decision to have your voice heard, sit down, shut up, let us handle it. That being said, I've read recently that the left wants to lower the voting age. And I wholeheartedly love that Donald Trump countered that shit in that town hall meeting and said 25.
Yeah.
Because at 18, you're still a fucking retard.
Yep.
At 19, you're slightly less.
Yeah.
At 20,
yeah,
we're getting there.
Right.
At 21, now you're a fucking alcoholic for the next 3 years.
Yeah.
25, buddy.
Yeah.
25 for you to make rational decisions.
Yep.
And I'm with it. I'm with it. You know why?
Yes.
Because here's the thing. I've always stood by the idea of, so the drinking age is 21. Voting age is 18. Smoking is 18. It was. I think it's 21 now.
21 now.
And you have to sign up for selective service at the age of 18. Here's my thing.
You can't even buy glue from Walmart.
Yep. You ready?
Until you're 18.
If I have to be picked out by the government to go fight a war that, one, I either don't believe in or have no business in.
Right.
And you can't even give me the right to smoke
or
drink or vote.
Yeah.
I have a fucking issue with that.
Yeah.
I'm not your guy. Unless you're going to give me those rights as a service member.
Yeah.
If you give me those rights as service member, this is kind of goes to the Starship Trooper thing, right? Service guarantees citizenship, right?
Right.
If I serve, then I get those rights.
Yeah.
I get the right to drink at 18. I get the right to, if you're drafting me into a fucking war, it better come with a bottle of bourbon, motherfucker.
Blanton's.
You can give me Pappy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want it. I want the price tag.
I'm down.
Blanton's is great. I love Blanton's.
Motherfuckers said Pappy.
Pappy's $2,100.
Now we're talking. Now
I've got a sign-on bonus to go in the military.
Invested interest in this shit.
Yeah, I got a $2,100 sign-on bonus to go in the military.
Yeah. Pack of cigarettes.
Give me a carton, motherfucker. I'm not being greedy now. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
Service guaranteed citizenship means I get a bottle of Pappy. Fuck it. I want a case.
Yeah.
I want a case of Pappy. I want a case of cigarettes. I want to be able to vote for the rest of my life without you ever questioning it.
You went from a carton to a case. He said, I want 24 cartons, bitch.
I'm just saying, if we're going to be this hyperbolic about, let's lower the voting age to 16.
Yeah, for sure. No, it's fucking stupid,
let's raise the voting age to 8 or 25.
Yeah, we got to go along the lines of everything else you consider to be adult behavior at that point.
Should be legal for the person who can vote.
For sure.
Or we should just go back to, if you own land, you vote.
Yep. Yeah, you can't change. Dude, I'm totally fucking with you on that.
I don't understand this. Let's let 16-year-olds vote. Let's chop their penises and tits off.
At 12.
But they can't smoke, drink, or vote.
Or buy glue.
Well, no, can't smoke or drink.
Yeah.
Or buy glue. Or buy a can of gas from Lowe's.
I just got fucking
insane to me.
ID'd at Walmart for buying super glue. I have a white fucking beard. And they're like, I'm at the self-checkout.
Not sure you're old enough, sir.
Yeah, the woman had to come over and be like, I got to see your ID. And I'm like, what the fuck for? And she's like, oh, the super glue. And I'm like, we're still there? I can't buy the super glue? No, you're good.
You can
Just-
buy it. You're old
Yeah.
enough, sir.
Yeah.
Your gray
And I'm
beard
like-
denotes that.
I'm like, damn, that's insane though. That you can't buy glue, you can't buy spray paint, you can't fucking do anything an adult can do, but you can pick your gender and you can like the most important things on the planet. You can do that because
They want you to be able to do it at 16.
well, they expect you're going to make a super rational decision that's
no, they don't.
completely influenced by
The
them.
left wants more low information voters.
That's what I
because they
mean.
can go, hey,
That's what I mean.
here's Harry Sisson.
They can influence you. Right.
Here's what's the other fucking twat dick's name?
It's like Chris something. They could
No,
be
it's-
like, hey,
yeah.
look at this handsome young man who says Biden is amazing. You want to vote for Biden, don't you? And all these 16-year-old
Gen
girls
Z's
are like,
gonna
yeah.
come get you.
yeah,
Gen
yeah.
Z's a bunch of little bitches. Come get
Man,
me, bro.
motherfuckers, bro.
Come get me.
Gen Z is gonna fucking communism this country all to hell, bro.
But here's the other part of that. Gen Z is slightly more conservative than millennials.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like they have these polls that show Gen Z is moving towards conservatism and like conservative values
Yeah.
because of all the like indoctrination on
But
them.
let's be real. In the entire generation, we're still allowed to have a handful of fucking morons,
Oh, of course.
i.e. Harry
Yeah.
Sisson.
And it's always the loudest
Yeah.
voices.
Yeah.
You know,
no, come on. He wasn't the loudest voice. He just popped out of fucking nowhere.
because
That guy popped out.
but
that
what I
kid,
mean is
the 12-year-old popped out of fucking nowhere.
the DNC decides to fund a media agency who decides to employ Harry Sisson.
But where did he come from?
Probably TikTok. I mean, I don't know, man. Where did Dylan Mulvaney come from? And how did they just
From the theater.
it's all
I cannot-
theater. It's all theatrical. Everything. It's clown
Listen,
shit, theatrical
I
clown
cannot wait.
shit.
I cannot wait for that troll to be over.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the day that he uncrosses his fucking legs and's like, gotcha, bitches.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's all a joke. It's all a fucking big gotcha. By the end of it, it's all a big gotcha because someone brought this up to me the other day.
Yeah.
365 days of womanhood.
Yep.
What's the first thing you do on day one?
I don't know.
I want you to think about this because this is
I'm
going to
a
be a real
dude,
good
man.
one. If you tomorrow
Yeah.
decided that you wanted to be a woman, what is the first thing you're going to go out and do to affirm that movement?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean,
I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do.
okay, what?
Day one, I'm going to get the biggest fucking pair of tits I can find, buying them right off the shelf, getting them fucking put in, buddy.
I was really scared you were going to say
Tits.
you were about to say suck a dick or something. It's like, what do you want? What's my answer?
No, dude, that's just gay. That's just gay.
But what do you want? All right, to affirm your first day of womanhood, man. Well, I'm like, what do you want me to say right now?
To affirm your first day of womanhood, you go get a big pair of tits.
Okay.
Right?
I'm sorry.
Am I wrong? Like, would that not
Yeah.
be number one to be like, I'm a chick?
For sure.
No, Jimmy was like, I'm going to suck a dick. The fuck,
Oh,
dude?
fucking no, bro. I'm a dude. What am I'm like,
I'm gonna wash the dishes and then I'm sucking dick. What the fuck are you talking about, Jimmy?
I mean, come on.
No.
I don't know, because I'm a fucking dude. What are you supposed to say to that question?
You go
Like-
do what a dude would do.
Piss on a pregnancy test? I don't fucking
Go
know.
do
man.
what a dude would do if he could be a woman for a day. You go buy some titties.
Okay, that's a different question.
It's the same fucking question.
You didn't say if you were a dude.
I never implied that you
What
should
a
put a
dude.
penis in your mouth, Jimmy.
Hey, you said if I
That's
wanted
where
to be
you
a woman.
went.
No.
That is where you went.
Hey, man, don't
Never
fucking shame
implied
me.
this shit.
Don't fucking shame me.
Now I'm
Right.
questioning who I'm in the room with.
You just touched my foot.
No.
Okay, so if I was a dude pretending to be a girl, tits would be great.
It's
I'm
the first thing you're
trying to-
going to do, right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's be real about
What?
that.
For sure.
We're at day
I've seen-
489,
Yeah.
whatever the fuck it is, and he still ain't got a fucking pair of tits.
No.
Get the fuck out of here.
Not only tits, like I
don't want to make this the conversation, but I just had to make that point.
Yeah.
You know, you get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. No, I know. Well, Tim Pool said the same thing about like his he got this like facial feminization surgery that kind of feminized his face. But he made a point that was like that's not the same
That's a
as
mild
like
surgery.
yeah, you got to imagine somebody like this who's on the face.
That's a tuck behind here.
Yeah.
Maybe a reshaping of the jawbone.
Like you have
get rid of the.
Yeah, you've got girls out here right now getting full bottom surgeries.
Yeah, legit.
Right?
Yeah.
And you've got this person who has
Not girls, guys.
Yes.
Girls,
Right.
honest to God, are not doing
No.
the bottom surgery.
Some of them, but
They're chopping
nowhere
off their
near.
tits, but they're
No.
not. They're not getting.
I've seen a few, but
Okay.
you were right. Where it is dramatically more in the male category
it
where
is.
they are for sure. So, but the thing is you've got these girls and men who are doing these things that are just normal people like me and you. They have
Yeah.
normal jobs. They're not millionaires.
But that's
then
why I
you
think
have
it's all a
Dylan
joke with
Mulvaney.
him.
Yes, that's what I'm
That's
getting
why I
at.
think it's
Is
all
that
a joke. He was a theater person. This is going to be touted in 15 years. I
Yeah.
promise you this, dude. This is going to be touted as one of the greatest performances known to humankind.
yeah, my point is that this person
Because
has
everybody
the
fucking
money.
fell for it.
They have this guy has the money and the following. Like, bro, if he wanted to legitimately do every surgery, he has such a following at this point, they would probably give him
Yeah.
the surgery
Yeah, and that's the
for
thing.
fucking free.
That's the thing. You can go buy a pair of tits for $2,000.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I know he's got $2,000 sitting around.
Dude, he's the face of like he had a tampon, like
KitchenAid.
Yeah.
Olay.
Yeah.
Ulta Beauty. All of these places have sponsored him
yeah,
for what? Who God knows why.
right.
But the reality of it is this is such a absolute fucking
Troll.
it's a prank on the entirety of the trans community.
Seems that way.
You are every single one of you who are legitimately trans, and I feel sorry for you at the end of this because you are all promoting, you are all lifting this person up,
yeah.
only to find out in a year
You've been punked.
that you've been punked by a dude.
Yeah. Just a regular ass gay dude. Cause the
Seems
dude
ridiculous.
like they've had videos come out about him, and I don't want to get on this topic, but they've had videos come out where he was on The Price is Right, and it's
Yeah.
like the same dude, right? He
Yeah.
didn't. It was the same guy, man.
Mhm.
He acted the same. He's just a theater performer, a
Mhm.
theatrical. Like I will do
A
any.
thespian.
Yeah.
Not a lesbian. A thespian.
I will do anything.
Cultured. I know what the fuck they are.
Anything for attention.
Yeah. And that's
Right.
exactly what he's looking for.
Right. So
You can see the progression in his TikToks.
yes,
Tim's talked about it. Other people have talked about
Yeah.
it. You can see the progression in his TikToks. He went from videos of himself
yep,
to videos with animals that got him more views.
yep,
And then to all of a sudden one day he come out as trans
I'm
and
trans.
boom,
yep,
explosion.
yeah,
Explosion.
yeah. And when you're looking for views, money, following,
Yeah, it's
fame,
fucking ridiculous.
yeah, fame
Yeah.
is a fucked up thing, man. Hell, look at Hollywood, dude. When it
Do
comes
anything
to
for it.
listen, man, you've got actresses right now. Statistically speaking, how is it that Charlize Theron,
I will punch her in her fucking face.
Angelina Jolie,
Her too.
Gabrielle Union,
Fuck her.
how many Hollywood stars, statistically speaking, would like grassroots actually have trans children?
Not a one.
No.
Not a one. Not a fucking one. I'll tell you this. Charlize Theron, if you ever hear this and you ever see this, I want to fight you.
Yeah, I want you to fight him too. I'd put money on
in
that.
the ring, straight up, you and me.
and
I will fuck you up.
I'm putting money on
And I can't
Charlize
fight for
Theron.
shit.
I'm gonna put my money on Charlize Theron. I'm gonna tell you why.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, you dick.
No, because the odds would be so great that if I put $1 on her, I'd probably get like $1 million if she won. And if she so happened,
to tank this fight.
if she if she happened to choke you out, bro.
Are you kidding me?
New York
I will
City-
tank that fight quicker than fuck, dude.
New
New York,
York-
I'll do the same.
Right. I was gonna say, man, New York City subway style, marine style shit. I'd
she
be
gonna
fucking
whip by my face and be like,
yeah, dude. It's so rigged. We're splitting that.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I will fight you though. I don't care.
So
did you see the video of her lately?
I did.
popped up?
Well,
Dude, that's-
I didn't see the video, but I heard the article. I read the headline
Holy
because
Christ on a cross.
I'm just not interested because, of course, these old white liberal women are going to virtue signal their fucking weird, stupid Hollywood agenda
Is she
on
old
people.
though?
She's
like
old
my age,
enough
isn't she?
to fucking know better,
Oh, wait,
man.
you're my age.
Yeah,
She's our age. I should do that more often. I feel like I'm
Our
always the
age.
oldest person in the room.
You're fucking old.
That's
You're a lot older than me.
a fucking lie.
A lot. You're the oldest in this room.
I am the oldest in this room. That's a dick thing to do, though, is to be like, you're a lot. Fucking 4 months, Jimmy.
All right, fuck it. We're close. Like old enough to be my fucking dad.
You son of a motherfucker. I'll kick your ass.
I'm like your fourth kid.
Dude.
So, anyways, dude, it's like you see all these actresses come out and they all have trans kids, and you're like, yeah, statistically speaking,
no.
this is so inaccurate.
It's forced.
Statistically speaking, it's
Like
much,
forced birth.
Yes, it's much more like
Fucked you up because you went right back to it and you're like,
man, you did.
that guy said that shit.
You have a knack for derailing me bad.
I can derail.
I love it.
Dude,
It's
I will
okay.
fuck up a conversation.
That's fucking great.
But let's be real about this.
These people are fucking mentally
They are.
jacked, man.
They have been.
Yeah.
They have been. Look, Hollywood does that to you
Yes.
immediately.
Yeah.
Like between the rapes.
Yep.
Because we're not gonna fucking
pretend.
dance around it.
Yep.
The rapes and the weird
Was it Harvey Weinstein?
cultist bullshit.
Come on, man. Dude, and you had
Louis C.K. jerking off into fucking plants.
what
Like,
was her
come on.
fucking name? Marilyn Manson's girlfriend. What the fuck? Oh, fuck was her name, man?
Oh,
You know. Come on. It's right there.
Oh, she's cutie too.
Yeah. Who the fuck? She was Scream.
I almost called her Rosario Dawson, but it's not.
No.
her. It's
I got
McGavin. Rose
Yep.
McGavin.
Yep. No, McGowan.
McGowan. Rose
Yeah.
McGowan.
Rose McGowan. Come on. So this chick
Get it
comes out.
together.
Fucking drunks. So Rose
Anymore.
McGowan comes out years ago and she's like, Hollywood is a bunch of fucking rapists, pedophiles, and people treat her like she's shit, bro.
Yeah.
She's shunned from Hollywood.
What was her
right?
last movie?
Oh, I don't know.
She got fucking pulled out of it. Like, dude,
Yeah.
she has not been in a movie.
The last thing I
since she said that
remember
shit.
was Scream, but it was like Scream. It was a Jawbreaker, things like that, right?
Yeah.
She was young,
Yeah.
cute.
early 2000s.
Yeah, early 2000s.
She hasn't been in a movie since.
Nope. She comes out as an advocate, starts a group, and she's like, Hollywood is a bunch of fucking rapists and pedophiles.
Mhm.
Dude, the whole world laughed at her like she was just insane. It's like Dave Chappelle said, they tried to tell me I was insane. They tried to give me medicine. These people will treat you that way. That's why whenever they come out and say Kanye West is having a mental breakdown,
But we
Question-
saw those texts.
but question their motive because they are usually not being honest.
We
with you.
saw those text messages between him and the person who was like, "We will put you back on medication.
Right.
We will subdue you. We will
Yes.
do all of these horrible things to you if you don't straighten your shit up."
Yep. And they wrote,
I feel incredibly. Guess what? Here's my other question.
Yeah.
Where's Kanye been since the Tim Pool run out?
I don't know, man.
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
Fucking nowhere.
Yeah. He's been,
He's not even been in the news.
there was an article that came out about him and Kim or whatever, but it really had nothing to do with,
Yeah, but everybody keeps bringing him up,
yeah.
and yet no one has seen
No.
like
Not that I
kinda-
know of.
any kind of media on him.
No.
Like
Dude,
unless he's back in the studio and
And
he's
the
just
thing is-
focused. I guess I don't know.
but all of Hollywood.
I say that like I know what
and
goes
when-
on in a recording studio.
When I say Hollywood, like not just Hollywood
Back in the
itself, but
studio.
like media culture. So record labels, Hollywood, Warner Brothers, Disney, everybody.
Yeah.
Every fucking body, man. if you come out or speak out against any crazy weird dude, you have the Disney kids. You have fucking what was the chick?
Hillary Duff.
Yeah, Hillary Duff.
Hillary
You have
Duff.
Jamie Lynn Spears.
Dude,
Britney Spears. Look at Britney. Dude, Britney Spears is fucked up.
she is.
She's fucked ass up.
Yeah.
Hollywood fucks people up. And not on top of that, you have Rose McGowan coming out against Harvey Weinstein for years. And they were like, you're insane. You're crazy. Where's he now?
Is he in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in prison.
Yeah, raping.
Because he
Yep. Yeah.
did some really horrible things to people.
And then all of a sudden, credibility, right? But where's the story? Like, are we still going to act like Hollywood is not doing these things? Like,
everybody ignores it because they still want movies.
Dave Chappelle came out, and who was he talking to? Was it Oprah? Where she was questioning him about the whole situation too, about like his handlers.
Oprah has been on Jeffrey Epstein's airplane.
Yeah.
Oprah doesn't have any right to question anybody but about anything.
But Dave Chappelle, Dave Chappelle to me is kind of like one of us. And when I say that, I mean, I think he's fucking pretty normal in his.
Seems that way.
Yeah. Like,
yeah.
He talks out against.
I mean, he had that moment with that quick special that he did right after the George Floyd thing, which I think was very knee jerk without having facts. I do think that he owes some sort of an apology for that.
Yeah.
Because it was very, I get his anger and I understood it.
Yeah.
I wholly understood it. I think it was slightly more racist than it should be.
Right.
Like, you have every right to be mad.
Yeah.
You have every right to be mad about those things. But how about before you start saying things, let's get all the facts.
Yeah.
Not to mention,
I fall into the same thing.
Not to mention, how do you put, I think it's insane that a police officer has now lost his entire life and has to spend it in prison over someone we all know now was incredibly drugged up. He was on speed and fentanyl. And now this cop who maybe he made a bad choice. Maybe he did do something wrong there.
Right.
But the rest of his life?
Yeah. So
it's insane to me.
Where I sit with this is very torn, man, because I'm not afraid to say it, I'm kind of a fuck the police kind of guy, especially after COVID. When we saw police go around and allow what BLM did in this country and then arrest people for opening a fucking gym, it really, it just goes to show you that we're at the Jesus moment where the Romans...
even the real cops are fuck the police at this point.
Yeah, I think so too.
Because those are the ones that quit.
And there was a lot of cops that I follow. Fuck Mojo, man. There was he's a real big gun guy. He's a YouTuber who's into guns and he's a police. And he actually got fired from his job and said, fuck you, I'm out. Because he would not get vaccinated. He legitimately strikes me as a good person, not a cop. He was an officer, but he was a good person first. And that's what you need, right?
Yeah.
We're...
so let me.
But at the same time, as much as I'm fuck the police, because I am fuck the police.
Calm down there, NWA.
there is a point where right is right, wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
And when you have a criminal, like, bro, we're getting into the segue for Daniel Penny right now. The Marine who is being arrested for choking out the fucking criminal homeless man on a subway in New York City. And this is where we're at, where you have a guy who has 44 arrests. He had a kidnapping, right? Where he was trying to drag a 7-year-old down the street. He's got an arrest record for assaulting a 67 or 70 something year old woman. Assault, right? How much do you expect normal people to take from criminals before they knee-jerk react as well and say, you know what? Before you assault anyone here,
100% is how they feel.
Choke you the fuck out.
Yeah, they don't want you to interject. They don't want you to interfere with what these deranged, psychotic, mentally ill criminals are doing, because
Of course.
it
Goes against the narrative of white man bad, man.
It does.
And
It does.
Racism is only white
Charging-
supremacism.
indicting Daniel Penny.
White supremacy. Sorry.
Indicting Daniel Penny is the exact thing that shows you how far gone our judicial system is.
That Blanton's.
Oh, he get you. He get you.
Get you.
I
No, I'm with you.
want to go back. I want to say something about the cops. Like,
Yeah.
we were talking about cops, and I think there are a lot of cops that were good.
Yeah.
They're not cops anymore, though,
Right.
because they were like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to a gym and shutting this gym down.
Yeah.
Because it's like I swore an oath.
Yeah.
To protect and serve my community and the Constitution. And you telling me to go shut that goes against everything that I've sworn an oath to.
Yeah.
I remember growing up as a kid. So for everybody, I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but my dad was in the Army when I was born. He was explosive ordnance disposal.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, if you don't know what that is,
EOD.
those are the absolute most fearless and crazy individuals you will ever fucking meet.
Yeah.
You can walk up to a bomb with what is essentially a bag to keep your innards inside and disarm this bomb. You seriously have a
mental instability.
You have a thing in your brain that goes, that's fun.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's what EOD is.
Yeah.
Shout out to him.
Yeah.
Fucking balls, dude.
Yeah, man.
Giant, like, I'm surprised there's not a guy in another bag suit behind him carrying his fucking balls on a wheelbarrow, right? That's what my dad was. Going forward, after the military, my dad became a police officer in our town.
Right.
I served as a police officer for 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
The first bomb tech in our town.
Yeah.
When my dad was a cop, every cop car you ever saw had the motto on it to protect and serve.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody pays attention, but that was very, very, very slowly phased out to the tune that courts will now tell you that a cop has no duty to protect your life.
Oh, my guy. I have done extensive
How
research.
insane is that?
There has been multiple court cases.
So wait a second. So you're telling me that a police officer is no longer there to protect and serve. So what are they there to do?
Supreme.
Oh, they're there to write tickets,
Yep.
make me monies.
Yeah.
Make the state. And when I say me, the state.
Yes.
Make me monies.
Yeah.
And do my bidding when I tell them to.
Yes.
And for all of you cops out there
enforce
that do this,
decree.
yeah. For all of you cops out there that are just complicit with this, and you are in that, I'm good with that. You're all the problem.
Yeah. 100%, bro.
We have to get back to a police force that is
Fearless.
bound by duty to protect
Yeah.
and serve their community.
Yeah.
Because that is what your job is. That is what your job has always been.
Nashville cops everywhere.
Oh my God. Yes, we do.
So
can I clone them?
I wish.
Is it legal yet?
Man.
I clone every fucking one of
It's
them.
legal to eat clone sheep meat. So why not? Fuck it. Hey, but yes, dude.
Yeah, I want a bunch of them.
Supreme Court has ruled in case
Then we
after
can start the
case
Clone Wars.
after case. Oh shit. Dude, I'm telling you,
Execute Order 66. Fuck out, bro.
Oh my God, man.
I'm a Star Wars nerd, dude. Come on.
Supreme Court has ruled many a fucking times, man, And I've hit people with this a lot. There has been case after case after case where Supreme Court has ruled police do not have the duty to protect you.
But that was their job.
There
Like,
was
that was the whole point.
specifically a case where a woman had called the cops multiple times about her husband, and her husband was threatening to kill her. And the cops showed up, and then they left. She called him again. They left. She called him again, and they never showed up. The husband showed up to the house, murdered her. There was another case where there was women who called about something downstairs. They were like, something's going on downstairs, whatever. The cops never showed up. Apparently, 2 guys had broke in downstairs and raped and murdered the women downstairs that were living down there. And in multiple cases, these cases, Supreme Court had ruled that the cops were not at fault because they have no duty to show up nor protect you. And this is where I think a lot of the left gets fucked up when it comes to gun rights, because I am an individualist.
Okay.
You are the same way. We are both on the side of, I get 100% that I am responsible for me and my family's safety. The cops will not protect you. They are not Batman.
Now, let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
They don't have a duty to protect you.
Right.
They don't serve our community.
Nope.
But they also have almost near immunity.
Yes.
When they shoot someone.
I'm going to get into that. Let's do that.
That's the thing that seems odd to me.
So
now,
here you go.
We can talk about Breonna Taylor, right?
Yep.
That guy, there was one of the cops, he was on a podcast we watch. He talked about it, and he legitimately, he was like, yeah, shit went afoul. Like there were some bad things on both sides.
For sure.
You don't get to not protect and serve.
Yeah.
And yet be able to willingly, not willingly, be able to willy-nilly just shoot anybody and be like, I got immunity from this shit. Like, fuck you. No, you must take the lady out of Minnesota. I think it was Minnesota, where she pulled over a guy.
Yeah.
He jumped back into his vehicle. He was grabbing a pistol, by the way.
Yeah.
Jumped back into his vehicle, and she went to tase him. And instead of grabbing her taser, she did yell taser in the video. She grabbed her pistol and shot him. He died. She is now serving prison sentences.
Right.
Here's the thing. I don't necessarily agree with that situation. Accidents happen. Mistakes are made. But you don't get to not protect and serve your community and then have complete and total immunity when you kill someone.
Yeah.
You better be fucking justified 100% when you kill that person.
So
that's my that's my point of it.
Qualified immunity. This is what you're talking about. That's the law.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Qualified immunity protects government officials, even outside of law enforcement.
Yeah.
Any government official, okay, from being brought up on civil suits. It even goes beyond that. I had an argument with somebody on Twitter, obviously, because I'm a fucking Twitter troll. I love that shit. It's fucking funny because
Blanton's gone, my friend.
As much as, cheers.
Here's to the end.
As much as I have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, I will read study after fucking study. I will go to Cornell University. I'll go to law centers. I'll read up all about it. There was a video posted, and it was a cop. He shows up to a place. There's a man on top of a woman in the street. He's trying to stab her, okay? Cop rolls up. Did exactly what I would have done, okay? Yeah. Cop rolls up, boom, jumps out. Rolls up to this situation. There's a man on top of a woman in the street with a big fucking knife, all right? Cop draws, wham, 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 wham. The guy, mind you, there's a man and an innocent woman on top of each other, okay? Yeah. The guy rolls. As soon as he gets shot, he rolls. The woman rolls out of the way, and the cop backs up, quick reload, bang, 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 just dumping because the guy is still moving. He still got the knife, and the cop's just dumping, right? Okay. So I look at that, and I'm like, damn, that's hardcore, bro. somebody underneath goes, they should sue that cop. And I'm like, they would lose. And he goes, what about this woman and all this other? If he would have shot that woman, he would go to jail. This is a black suspect with a knife and a white woman. Okay. And I just have to say that for context.
Sure.
And I argued and I said, no, if he accidentally shot that woman, not only would he not be civilly sued because of qualified immunity, he would also not be criminally charged for negligence. And they said, no, you don't know qualified immunity. And I posted an actual definition from like Cornell University. Qualified immunity, basically, it gives any government official the ability to do their job within a certain context, reasonable context, without civil liability.
Yes.
And to a degree, criminal liability. If what they are doing is within a reasonable scope of their job. And the reason I say that this is important is because there has also been Supreme Court cases where cops have fired into a crowd of people to stop a suspect, shot innocent people.
Also the most ignorant thing you can do.
And were not criminally or civilly charged because they were operating within the scope of their job, and a reasonable person would say, to stop the suspect, they did what they had to do.
No, a reasonable person would not say that. A reasonable person would say, if you are in a chase with a person that is running, you do not fire. We're gun people, dude. No,
I'm with you.
You know I'm right.
I know.
You do not fire into a crowd.
I'm not arguing that this is right.
That is not qualified immunity.
I'm arguing that is the law. So this is why.
That is not covered under qualified immunity, and it should not be. It should not be. It should not be qualified. It should not be covered under that. Listen to me. If you fire into a crowd of people because you're chasing a suspect, you're not only ill-equipped to do your job, you are ignorant, and you should no longer be a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I wholeheartedly believe there should be thousands of hours of training.
Right.
Thousands of hours of range training.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of hours of tactical education. Thousands of hours of physical and mental education.
So like right here, Supreme Court examined immunity for police officers with regard to acting on the basis of a faulty warrant. The court held the qualified immunity does not apply to an officer when the officer wrongfully arrests someone based on a warrant, right? That's wrongful arrest. Okay.
That's fine. I'm okay with that situation.
Mm-hmm.
That scenario
of course
says that cop only did what the purview of the warrant allowed him to do. Right. Whether the warrant was legit or not, because someone in the upper area, the judge, the person who requested the warrant, via all that, right? That's where the fuck up is. And those people are liable for that. Not the cop who arrested him.
Yeah.
Not the cop who got into an altercation with the guy because the guy got belligerent, rather than saying, all right, you know what? Take me. We'll figure it out. We'll get it squared away.
Yeah.
There's clearly a problem. You, sir, go ahead and take me, and we'll figure it out beyond you. I know you're only here to do your job.
Yeah.
That being said, you can't just be there to do your job. Like, this goes for military personnel and law enforcement alike.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just be there to do your job. Because we all have to recognize that even the people who we think are our leaders and are smarter than us are not always smarter than us. I'm 100% of question authority, but question it appropriately.
You know that qualified immunity applies to the president, prosecutors, police.
Tell me how that worked out for Donald Trump.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
I'm being honest with you when I say this. Tell me how that worked out for Donald Trump, because
Yeah, I know.
impeached twice on absolute, complete, and total bullshit. And then
Shit, I wish I could find this study. It was a
and then
different university.
indicted on charges that we still have no evidence of. Literally indicted on charges we have no evidence of.
I know. Oh, I know.
It makes no sense to me that this is the world we live in, because we don't live in a world of law and order, rule, and logic.
Yeah.
We live in emotion, and I'm mad, you do what I tell you. And these people who have even the most minute semblance of power exploit it and abuse it. And it's time to stop that shit.
Yeah.
Qualified immunity should not be a thing unless there's an actual legitimate investigation into it. You can't just go, he's fine, he's a cop, he was allowed to. No. Fucking investigate it. Figure out why it happened, because it shouldn't happen. Cops should protect and serve.
Yeah.
At the end of this, cops protect and serve. That needs to go back on their cars. That needs to go back on their uniforms. And they need to hold that fucking to be the only self-evident thing to their fucking job.
I'm going to link a lot of stuff down in the description so people can read about the court cases as far as like the Supreme Court ruling that cops do not have the duty to protect you.
I think it's
a responsibility.
I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, because that is probably one of the most important things I've read in the past since I've fucking been alive, because that really wholeheartedly expresses why people should be self-sufficient in their defense.
In everything.
Yeah, because like people are like, oh, self-defense is bullshit. Only cops should have guns and call the cops.
That's
like,
the greatest idea in the world. Do not rely on fucking anybody to do anything for you. Do it for yourself.
Yeah, when you get robbed, when you get mugged, when you're about to get murdered, the cops will do nothing but show up and take a report and try to find out who committed this crime. That is not going to help you.
They will just arrest you because you're the fucking problem.
Yeah.
No matter the mob out in your front yard screaming about how they want to fucking drag you out of your house and kill you.
Yes.
You are the fucking problem.
Oh, yeah.
So it's easier to remove you than deal with the mob.
Because
I'm fucking tired of that shit too.
Yeah, me too, bro. Nah, I totally get it. We've seen it happen.
People need to be held accountable for everything that they do now.
And that's why I'm a fuck the police kind of guy, because whenever that shit happens, like, look, man, when Black Lives Matter shows up to your fucking house, they break down your fence, they show up with torches and they threaten to burn your house down, and you come out with a gun and call the cops. You call the cops and say, hey, man, there's a violent fucking mob outside my house. They're threatening to burn my shit down. And the cops show up and they say, well, we can go against the mob, but they're going to burn everything down. So we got to take you to jail, sir. Because nobody's going to come and mob
Seems to be a
for
massive
you.
problem, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, nobody's coming to mob for the white man.
That's agents of the state operating under
I
decree.
hate fucking saying that shit, because
But it's true.
the reality
It's
of it
true,
is
though.
that it is true.
Yeah.
I miss the days when this wasn't a problem. I miss the days when you could be like,
and you know what's crazy? I watch a guy. I've seen a guy's podcast.
I always love joking. I love to make jokes.
Shout out to Reed Coverdale. Okay. Super libertarian guy. He's been on a few podcasts. He has his own podcast. He's the naturalist capitalist. And he super fucking jaded me a little bit, because he's just super fucking pessimist more than me. And I'm a pessimist. I'm like, the whole fucking country is just.
You are.
I'm bad.
Like, you are so bad. Like,
Why
it's
vote?
it's not glass half full. It's, where'd my fucking liquid go?
Yeah, its glass is empty as fuck, and there's nothing you can do about it. Well,
They took it from me.
I checked his
Get your shit together.
top episode out, and he was like, well, he just posted a tweet because I follow him, and he goes, if you're voting for Donald Trump because you think he's going to change the country, you're doing it wrong. I'm voting for Donald Trump because I know the country can't be saved. And I was like, oof, that's hardcore, bro.
Hurt your feelings, didn't it?
And he's very much on the
But do you
path
understand
of, like,
why he's doing it?
But he says this. He goes on with these tweets and he's like, dude, listen, if you think that you can change what's going on, you're not doing it right. There is no changing.
The only thing you can do is slow it down and hope that the person you did vote for
Yeah.
is a massive roadblock.
Yeah.
If not a roadblock, a speed bump.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. I wholeheartedly love exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, I'm not voting. I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump because he can change the world.
Right.
I'm going to vote for Donald Trump because he promised me a Schedule F
Yeah.
the day he walked in the door.
Right.
He promised me that the bureaucrats, the people who actually make decisions in this country, are all going away. I'm good with that. I'm sick and tired of people who get paid to do a job
Yep.
running the country, because we no longer have senators and congressmen and presidents who serve the people. They serve the bureaucrats.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of it. And I'm tired of it. I'm just exhausted from the whole thing. So we're going to wrap it up here.
Man, I want to find this article about qualified immunity that I read. It got so deep, dude. It really opened my eyes. I'm going to have to find it and link it in the description so
Absolutely.
people can read it.
Absolutely. Because I'd love to sit down and read it too.
Yeah, it was good because it goes a little deeper than I think what people expect of it, you know?
Yep.
So
yeah. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy's was a fucking Blanton's, bro.
We'll see you motherfuckers later.
We'll see you later.